Okay, let's go ahead and get started there, everybody. It's not showing Pega. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I just had it minimized. Welcome back to another 1 p.m. PST YouTube stream. Well, it's a few minutes. My one update video took a little bit longer than planned, but you know, it is what it is. Um, Sorry that I haven't been able to upload that many Pega videos lately. Been offline for a little over a week, you know, so loss in the family. So, um, but we're gonna be getting back into this um, because uh, I gotta still live too. So we're gonna continue working towards the system architect certification. Um, now, just to let you know, my last job, I was trained, well, I was trained by an authorized training partner in the Pega certification. Now, uh, that trainer wasn't necessarily the best. A lot of us pretty much went self-study through the training, and we were not happy with the training that we received. We asked the company to, some of us asked the company to put us back into another training cycle with a different teacher, but that was denied. Um, we were pushed into contracts, and in the contracts, no mentorship whatsoever. So yeah, I was not able to get my certification. Um, Now, obviously, it does fall upon my shoulders at the very end, but it would have been nice if I had had another different training partner or, an actual proper mentor. Um, but you know, no one really gave a crap along those lines. Um, so yeah. Um, and don't think that it was just me that's saying it. No, there was multiple people that went self-study. They did not appreciate the trainer whatsoever. Um, and even the coworkers knew that he was messing up. Or, the guy's coworkers even knew that he was messing up quite a bit. So it wasn't just us that knew. The fact that multiple members of the team that were being trained asked to be put back into training with a different training instructor should tell you, how bad it was. But that never happened. So, but I'm still working. I'm still gonna work towards getting that system architect because, well, I'm out of work. Um, you know, and I need a job somewhere, doing something. You know, they tried to train me in Pega, but I mean, you need a certification in order to get a job. So unless you know of a company that is willing to train me, I welcome anybody to hire me, train me into the Pega certification, and I will gladly work there. You know, so um, but so far I haven't found anything along those lines. Um, Not that it really searched too much in the Pega development space for another job that was willing to train. So, uh, I mean, I tried sticking with my previous company, and I tried even going to one of the contractors that my company, you know, um, contracted me out to. I even contacted them again and see if they were willing, but I haven't heard anything back from them. So, um, but just know that I'm not an authorized training partner, and this is not meant for an instructor-led training. Okay, I'm going through these topics, these challenges myself, in the hopes that I will get the certification. Now, obviously, I'll have some questions myself that I hope someone in the Pega community can answer. Feel free to put those in those answers in the comments, or right now in the live chat. If you're watching this live on stream, um, those are available if you are a veteran or manager or whatever lead. I welcome you to watch these videos and hope that you can help me figure out what I'm missing on some of the topics. Not all of them, obviously. Some of them are fairly self-explanatory, but the documentation isn't exactly the best with Pega Academy. Um, I welcome anybody to kind of help out on that. Now, if you have questions yourself, if you're trying to go for the certifications yourself and you want, if you have your own questions, then feel free to post them in the, right now here live on chat. You're welcome to stop on by and chat with me and give your questions right then and there, or you can leave a comment in the comment section of these videos and ask your questions. And I will do my best to answer them if I can. If it's not an answer that I can, I have an answer to, or if it's a question that I don't really have an answer to concerning the Pega environment, then I will go to my um, past coworkers and ask if they have any insight on that. But yeah, that's where we're going to go ahead and move on here. So now I'm currently going through Pega Platform 8.7. Um, they still haven't translated 8.8, and they're currently working on Pega Platform 23 right at this moment in time. And I'm sure that there's probably a lot of problems with it. So, but um, but I mean, if you're watching these, obviously know that I'm going through the 8.7 right at this time, so that anybody, with the other languages will be able to follow along without any problems. Okay. Now, if you're watching these and you're um, looking for the business architect certification, know that I've already covered all, these two missions and two modules already. Okay, so um, you know, you're welcome to come on into these live streams and discuss the business architect if you want to, but that's not necessarily my main focus. My main focus is getting through the system architect. So I might not be able to answer your questions like right then and there. But know that these two missions and two modules have been done. They are already on my playlist, so you are welcome to go through that playlist, go through these two missions, go through these two modules, and learn everything that you can for the business architect for your own certification um, testing. Okay, but know that these two modules here cover to me, barely cover the Pega Express delivery. So I would recommend that you do the Pega Express delivery mission. Okay, to help you get through the 12% of what this is supposed to cover. So, uh, but we just have the remaining modules and challenges. We've already covered the last two missions here that are completed. We have a lot more topics and challenges to kind of get through to try to cover everything here. Today we're going to be doing the monitoring the guardrail compliance score challenge. So now know that I still have not received a reply concerning the localizing a UI form. I haven't heard anything back from them about it, so I don't know if they've allowed for uploading of the translations to complete this challenge. Um, so, but we're gonna continue on with this challenge here, and then of course, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more topics, challenges, so on and so forth to do before we get into the mission exercise and mission test. Now, once we are done with the mission exercise and mission test, then we will switch on over to more of a study mode, okay? Because this, obviously, mission exercise will help you on the job, right? Yeah, this will help you figure out, what you need to do while on the job. When they ask you to take care of one particular task, you'll be able to handle it. If you know what you need to do with the mission exercise, okay? That might help you out on the job itself, okay? But obviously, if you want to pass the certification, then you're gonna need to make sure that you're pretty much passing the mission test with flying colors, okay? They are not going to make it easy on you. They're going to make the questions might be kind of confusing. The answers might be very cryptic. So it's not going to be an easy process, okay? When I took the certification for 8.6 and failed because, when they forced me to take it, I was definitely not ready for it. Uh, I was still able to, well, I got close to the to passing it. You know, not much. Bear in mind because here, let's see. When you look at the Pega System Architect Certification exam, you just need a passing score of 65%. And you had 60 questions. Well, I missed that 65% by 6 questions. If I had answered 6 questions correctly, I probably would have gotten that 65%, and just that 65%. So I was definitely like in the 50% range. But a lot of these topics I had not covered yet in my self-study, so I was not prepared enough for that. I think I missed mobility like 100%. I think reporting was also like 100% failure rate. Case management took a pretty big hit. There was a lot of things that I probably, if I if I had enough time to study a little bit more, probably would have been able to get that 65%, maybe. But the problem was that they all, uh, for the certification for the 8.6, I was also dealing with Pega 7 questions in there. So it wasn't exactly great. So there was Pega 7 keywords being used that we had not covered in 8.6. So that was kind of unfortunate. Okay, but we'll go ahead and get through this challenge here, monitoring the guardrail compliance score. Supposedly it's going to take 10 minutes. It won't. Um, Let me go ahead and initialize. Um, we're going to be going through these two tasks here and then confirming the work. There is this challenge walkthrough that I may use if, of course, the detailed tasks are skipping steps. The What I like to say is if the task is supposed to have A, B, and C, in terms of steps, but they don't include B whatsoever. They just say, do step A, now you get to step C. And it's like, okay, what happened to step B? If you don't know what that is, then, well, you're going to have some difficulties, you know? So that's when I will, step in with the challenge walkthrough. Um, Now, I'm probably going to be using this a bit for the challenge exercise to kind of get through it. And obviously, the 3 hour time limit is also going to make me have to really kind of buckle down and not really discuss things too much during it. So, but we'll tackle that when we get there. But I don't really use these challenge walkthroughs unless I absolutely have to. Okay, and so far I haven't really needed to all that much. So we're probably not going to be using that. Feel free to use it if you want to, but it's just basically going to show you exactly, every step that you need to take for the detailed test, and we'll go through that. So, the scenario: the GoGo Road application development team has completed and checked in their work for the day. You evaluate the quality of their work by reviewing the application guardrails to identify their new rules that reduce the compliance score. The following table provides the credentials you need to complete the exercise. All right. There we go. Logging in. All right. So, now we're going to go in the Dev Studio, click Configure, Configure right there. Go down to Application, Quality, Guardrails, and then Compliance Score to view the overall compliance score rules and warnings. So this is going to take a while to load up. So this right here is typically I find to be the one that typically slows me down the most when it comes um, to the Pega development, you know, is trying to connect to the environment itself. So need to wait until everything loads in before we switch on over to Dev Studio. Okay, here's where it's like, you know, you would think that you would have a little bit more information here because it's like, you know, um, because introduced by the team, you would think, hey, if you're doing a guardrails, you would think, hey, well, maybe there's something near, right? But no, they don't. They don't do that. So application, uh, what was it? Quality, guardrails, and compliance score. All right. So according to this, we get a compliance score of 86 out of 100. So 77% compliant rules. 65 of those rules are with warnings, and 65 rules with unjustified warnings. So on the application guardrails tab, click the warning summary page, then note down the numbers that are visible in the warnings by severity section. So warning summary. And here's your warnings by severity. You know, 1 severe warning, 6 moderate warnings, and then 86 informational warnings. So the severe is under the report definition. So expand the report definition to view details for that rule type. So here's the severe, and then there's the others here. Now, as you can see, there's another scroll bar here that shows all the problems within this particular section. So open the case status review, which is the one that has the severe. Report definition for class GoGo Road work assistance request, and then click review edit. Now, this is probably something that you're probably going to, I would imagine that you're probably not going to be seeing too much yourself, especially if you're a new hire. I would imagine that this is something that will be kind of more handed to leads or managers. They're going to be doing a lot of this, or at least one would hope. But, you know, I mean, it doesn't hurt to also be aware of doing this as well, um, because you're probably going to be, given, these, tasks to do. And you're going to want to make sure that you have no severe issues being developed by you yourself, right? But obviously, um, if you're like working on multiple different projects at the same time, and and something slips through, then you can always go through this process and see what you might have done. So because it shows who it was introduced by the way. So, um, so we then click review edit. So, which is right here. All right. So, in the guardrail warnings dialog box, examine the warnings that lower the compliance score. Click cancel to close the dialog box. Okay, so, These properties were not optimized. Customer full name displaying them may result in poor performance. Consult your system administrator about optimizing properties for reporting. Now, you could put something here, saying, hey, it doesn't matter if they're not optimized. We're just going to let it, continue on. You could put, you know, some kind of message in here saying, we're going to not optimize this at all, and we're going to just let it go, and then you can click submit. You could do that if you wanted to, but I mean, these are here for a reason. So, um, and then of course, maintainability. You should create a test case for this rule to identify any regression issues that might occur when this rule is modified. So, but that's it. It told us to cancel, so that's what we did. Moving on. So optimize a property for reporting. So in the navigation pane, click App, enter GoGo Road, GoGo Road Work in the search bar. So I'm just gonna copy that. Expand the data model node for the Go Work Assistance Request class to view the properties. So first we're going to do App. I mean, this is it. And we want the assistance request. In the property node, expand the customer ID property. So in the property node, oh, right. And it says to expand the data model node. Okay. So there's the data model node. And then they want us to expand the property. Gotcha. Right-click full name and then select optimizing for reporting in the drop-down list to open the property optimization pane. So we go down to full name under customer ID, was it? Right, in the property node, expand the customer ID property, right-click full name, and then select optimize for reporting and drop-down list to open the property optimization pane. In the property optimization pane, proceed through the stages by clicking next in each view and then click finish to optimize the property. Apparently, it's like, okay. It'd be nice if we could actually change, if we needed to change any of these, but okay. But they didn't want us to do anything along those lines. So in the full name property record, click save. So we're not in the full name property record though. Hmm. Should I like open it up? So click save. Okay. Expanding the reports and report definition nodes. Open the class review. Expanding the reports and report definition nodes. Reports and report definition nodes. Open the case status review report definition for the class. Okay. Click Save and to update the case status review report definition rule. Note the change in the records warning banner. Okay, I'm assuming as soon as you click the save, it will fix that. Okay. The severe warning has been eliminated. In the development environment, review the rules that have severe warnings and configure those rules to justify them if reconfiguration is not possible. In the practice environment, leave the warnings for training purposes. In the Dev Studio, review the Application Guardrails tab. On the warning summary page, click Refresh to update the data. Notice the 89 out of 100 now. And that severe is gone. Compare the numbers that were visible in the total and report definition sections with original values that you noted down at the beginning of this challenge. Wait, I had to report. They told me to do that. Oh, yeah, they did. Okay, note down the numbers. No, that's my mistake. But yeah, I mean, you know, we just got rid of the one severe, so um, so yeah. But that's it. That's all. That's all that was to this particular challenge. Now, here's the thing. They didn't really explain what exactly this did. Um, so I want to kind of go back through this here again, real quick. I want to do a reset. There it goes. Um, because I want to be able to um, I'm going to kind of look through these, you know, optimizing for reporting. I want to kind of look through these pages a little bit more for you all. and kind of see exactly what it says a little bit more, because I just was like clicking, it said, click for in each view and then click finish. They never really discussed, what exactly is going on in this particular step. What exactly is it optimizing here? What exactly is it changing? Why is it exactly changing? And I feel that that's a misstep on their part. That they really should kind of explain why, you know, one, why is there a problem? And two, why are, what is going on with this particular step that's fixing the issue? You know, um, I feel like, that should be something that um, they should be tackling a little bit more, or they should address, you know, in my opinion. Now I don't have that much more time left. I'm going to be meeting up with Blackheart in a couple minutes for the Unreal, or at least I believe so. We'll see. Since I've been gone for quite some time, we haven't followed up on the Unreal, so. But let me try to get through this as quickly as I can here. We're going to kind of skip through the whole, oh my gosh, we need to look at this um, information here. We're just going to go straight to the app, go to the work, you know, go to, the data model property, customer ID, and then the full name to get the optimizing for reporting as quickly as we can. So no, I don't need them to know my location. All right. We need to go to the Dev Studio. App. Okay, it already did the work, so we're just going to do data model, property, customer ID, full name, optimize for reporting. Okay, so I'm going to expand the window here a little bit so everybody can kind of see full screen here. So Pega platform creates a column, full name, in the database table and maps it to the property full name and the classes listed below. If this is a new property, the column value is null. Full name will be exposed as a charvar 256 column. To change the size of this column, set the max length field in the advanced tab of the property definition. So they're basically creating that database table with that. So that's basically what it's trying to do, and obviously it creates a large varchar column to contain the data. Um, and then they say, these are the available classes that are being, optimized. So nothing else is going on there. So, and that's what it's gonna take care of. So Optimization starts successfully for the following classes. A background thread is updating instances of the below classes by copying the property value to the newly created column. So sys request, number of instances, blah, blah, blah. See the status of the jobs. Click here. Column population jobs dashboard. So that's what's going to be happening here in just a second. And so we click to finish, and bam, all done. So there you go. So that's pretty much it there, folks. We're gonna go ahead and close on down for this though. We're gonna end our Pega certification studying on this video for the time being. We'll move on to the next topic tomorrow, so look forward to that. Hopefully you enjoyed you know, the going through of this particular challenge. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow with some managing application access. And then we'll continue working towards our system architect certification. So hopefully you found that interesting enough to give it a like and subscribe if this is what you're interested in. Stay tuned for more Pega videos coming your way. But yep, that's going to be it for today's Pega certification video. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully I catch you next time. But until then, take care. Have a good night. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And I'll catch you strangers next time.